Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. So FireMaple sent me their new stove, the X2 Pro. It's a revamped version of the X2. What makes it Pro? Let's unpack it, put it through some testing, discuss the changes they made from the X2, and you can decide whether it's something you might be interested in. So here's the X2 Pro. They did make some changes, but of course some things stayed the same. Same type of heat exchanger technology for maximum efficiency. A neoprene sleeve so your hands don't get burned, and the same sort of locking mechanism for the handle. Speaking of the handle, you notice there's no plastic on the handle and there's less plastic used overall on this stove, which is a good thing. A nice silicone lid with drain holes. There's enough room inside for an isobutane tank. That does not come included. A pot stand. And the stove itself. Now they've improved the texture on the stove. They've also improved the connection between the stove base and the isobutane tank. It's also a bit lighter, 70 grams lighter than the regular X2, and they boast a boil time of 1 minute 42 seconds. Now there is also a little stand for the isobutane tank that fits just like this. And that stand will actually fit a couple different sizes of isobutane tanks. So let's get testing. So these little stoves are pretty popular these days for good reason. They're light and they're compact, which is a good thing. They're very efficient for using fuel, which is a really great thing. You could probably get 2 or 3 days of use out of a small tank like this. The pots with the heat exchanger technology, that works well to save fuel. And I like the fact that they connect directly to the stove so that it's not going to get knocked over easily. It's a little bit safer. That's a good thing. The neoprene sleeve means you can touch these, not burn your hands. That's great. Now typically these are just used for boiling water, making coffee, maybe a soup or something like that, rehydrating, freeze-dried meals. It works great for that. But since they include this little pot stand, well, you can use that with various pots. You could even put a frying pan on it. So now it's a multitasker, not just a unitasker. Multitasking is a good thing. So the first thing we're going to do is check that 1 minute 42 second boil time claim. That's basically under laboratory conditions. I'm outdoors today. There is a bit of a breeze. I'm using room temperature water. I have 500 milliliters or 2 cups of water ready to boil. Let's check the boil time. In here I have 500 milliliters of water, a little over 500 milliliters actually. This is a 1 liter pot. Inside there are graduations so you know how much water you're putting in. Let's get this 500 milliliters in there. Every drop. Excellent. We'll put the lid on. There is a piezo lighter on this one. Right here. So we'll get this thing started and time the boil. Wow, that is a vigorous rolling boil. See the steam? You could probably hear it. That was right around 145 to a vigorous rolling boil. That's awesome. That is a successful test. That actually surprised me quite a bit. The pot stand's kind of neat. You twist the feet out, places over top of the burner, and locks on much like the pot. I like that it locks on. Next, let's test the versatility of this stove. We have the pot stand on. Let's get her lit. Turn that down to more of a simmer. The simmer control is really good on this. We'll get my FireMaple 8-inch frying pan on there. Start with a bit of butter. We're going to do a quick breakfast. We have some Spam. Get that in there. Oh, a couple of stragglers. In here I have 2 eggs with some red peppers and chives from the garden. Put that in. Mix, mix, mix. This is a viral TikTok recipe, or so my wife tells me. We'll see how it turns out. It'll be a challenge for a little stove like this, I believe. But I think we can do it. That egg is looking good. It's pretty well set. We'll throw some cheese on top. Not too much. That's quite a bit actually. And on top of that goes our tortilla. And we just let that cook all the way through. So it's been a couple minutes. Let's check it out. It's not sticking. I've had good success with this FireMaple pan in the past. Alright. Oh, I didn't let it cook long enough. Oh well, let's get that omelet inside. Darn it. It didn't stick. That was my fault. I didn't rehearse this part. Let's get it up there. Not the pan's fault, not the stove's fault, it's all me. Let's get some more cheese on there. Now TikTok says to flip this again, just in half. Let's get some more cheese. Alright, let's flip this in half. Oh, I've really made a mess of this. There we go. I think I put too much Spam in it. That's the problem. Got a little too bulky. Let's flip this again. Oh, now we're talking. That's looking pretty good. Is there nothing you can't do, TikTok? Alright, let's see how we did. Did TikTok steer us wrong? It doesn't look bad at all. Nice. Yeah, so this is the famous TikTok tortilla hack. It's not bad. Actually frying up that tortilla hits it just a little bit different. Cooked on the FireMaple X2 Pro. Good little breakfast. So there's the FireMaple X2 Pro. Is the Pro worth the upgrade? Well, they did make some changes, that's for sure, and I think they were positive changes. And the testing I did today worked out pretty well. I mean, the boil time was almost exactly what FireMaple claims, so that impressed me quite a bit. I didn't actually expect it to be that good. The TikTok tortilla omelet thing, well, the flip didn't go so well, but that's not the fault of the stove. That's the fault of the cook. So, you know, you're gonna have to decide for yourself if this is worth the upgrade for you, if you should be adding it to your adventure kit. And I'm going to leave a link down below to FireMaple. If there is a discount code, I will link that down below as well, so you can check this out and some of the other products that FireMaple has. I use their products a lot. I just don't review them. I use them, and I'm not affiliated with them in any ways. I don't get paid for the sales of any of these items, but I do like them. So you can check that out for yourself. Thanks for watching the video. I do appreciate it. See you on the next one, guys. Bye for now.